Now, you might be thinking at this point that we've really done not that much to really control the use of EFS in this organization. We've sent it from a don't care condition to an allow condition, but we haven't even changed the basic EFS template here that defines the rules for how these certificates are used. Now, it's exactly this that I'm going to kind of punt on some of the information here, because what I can show you is that here in Active Directory Certificate Services, if I come down to the Certification Authority viewer here and take a look at the certificates that have, or the templates that have been published here into the domain, that basic EFS template exists right here. We've just used the one that's available right out of the box. And so if we had need to go about using a different certificate template with different conditions, one way in which we could do that would be to come here, choose Manage, and then to duplicate the basic EFS template here to create what is effectively a new certificate template, or essentially a new set of rules for how these certs are being used to encrypt and decrypt data. It's here where we can adjust the compatibility settings for it, maybe increase them to provide more functionality for newer server and desktop operating systems. We could change the name and the validity period, the renewal period for the certificates. We could choose to publish them in Active Directory if we wanted to. We could set up whether or not the private key would be exportable or not. We could do some other fun things like change which cryptography is being used, which algorithm and what length of key size is being used to encrypt and decrypt your data. We could even go as far as to adjust what extensions are available on the certificate over here, or how we determine whether or not we can even issue this certificate if there's approvals that are required. One of the biggest things that you can do here within these templates to control who would have access to actually make use of these certificates actually happens over here under the Security tab. Now you'll notice that in the Security tab for this certificate that the domain user's account has the enroll privilege on the certificate. This is what facilitates those users requesting and receiving the certificate as part of that little wizard that we worked through with Jason just a minute ago. So if you wanted to, you could, with the certificate, with the copy that you're creating here, make some adjustments here to provide different groups or different usernames with the enroll permission, or even with the auto enroll permission if you wished users or groups to automatically get this certificate anytime they log in. These configurations here would give you a bit more control over who would make use of EFS as opposed to who wouldn't.